Hello and welcome back to Cole's Auto Tech, and welcome back to another video. Yeah, we've got a nice little project in with us over the next week or two to get ready for some track action in May. We have this lovely little Micra K11 owned by a chap called Dave. This one is in for various bits to be done ready for his upcoming track day. As you can see, it's not your average K11 Micra. It is running the 1.3 engine on a nice set of throttle bodies with a bunch of other nice goodies on there as well. So yeah, this one's been dropped in with us, like I say, for a host of bits and bobs to be done. It's also recently had a few bits done by another local garage body shop, which are good for the body work and other various bits. Wheel Smart Repairs, they are also located in Stafford, so any of your body work repairs that you needed, give them a shout. I'll add them in the link below. So yeah, it's recently come back from bodywork for a fiberglass rear boot lid, polycarbonate rear screen, polycarbonate side screens, and a few other bits and bobs going on there. So let's have a look at the list of goodies, or the goodies that we have in the car that Dave has kindly left with us to get sorted. So we have what we got. So we first of all have a nice little bridge rev counter to be mounted to the dashboard. So that's one of the first things we'll be getting done on the car. We also have a set of engine mounts to go on. These have actually come off Dave's other Micra. He's currently got another Nissan Micra that's having a K20 swap with the guys over at GizFab Motorsport Developments. If you want to see how that progress is getting on with that car, go and give them a follow. They are on Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, we've got those mounts to go on that come off the black car. We have a GizFab roll center correction kit to go on the front. Should be 2 sets of those, which they are in there. We also have another set of front anti-roll bar bushes for the car. I think the ones that are on there already are a little bit tired. Not too sure what that is in there. We'll have a look at that later and find out what it is. We also have a Cooler Works shifter to go in there as well. I think he's already running a GizFab modified shifter kit in there. I'm not 100% sure on that, if I'm honest. We did fit it for him a while ago, but I can't quite remember what it is in there. We have, I believe, a set of carbon fibre door cards to get rid of the standard door cards. As you can see, still got those in there. Yeah, and believe it or not, I remember, gosh, it must be getting 4 or 5 years ago now when Dave actually brought this car, and his words, and he'll confirm this, were, I'm not going to touch this car, I'm going to keep it original because it's worth quite a bit of money, because it was in really good condition. I think within about 6 months he'd already started doing track days in it, so yeah, it's escalated a little bit from there. And I think with the problem he's had with the black car, it's been a case of he just wants to use this to have a bit of fun. And now he's gone down the K20 route with the black car. He'll have that back at some time over the next 6 to 12 months, I would have thought, and he can start using that as well. So yeah, that's what we've got in there at the minute. Also, I think we've got the screens for the front. We're going to put the 2 front side screens in, as well with the slider kit, and then we have some high performance drive shafts for the car. I'm not quite sure who they are from or where he's got those from, but they are uprated high performance drive shafts. Chances are they probably come from one of the rally Micra rally. Yeah, they come from Matt Humphrey's motorsport. So yeah, they the guys at Matt Humphrey's specialise in a lot of the rally Micras, so he's obviously brought a pair of them to go in there as well. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. We'll start cracking on and getting a few bits ticked off the list, and we'll get some footage along the way. So we have got the passenger door stripped down, all the door cards off on that. So what we'll do now is we'll get the poly screen out for the passenger door, and we'll yeah, get it mounted in there, and we'll probably get it bonded in place. So as you can see, door stripped out, the door winding motor is out of there as well. Glass is now out. So yeah, we'll get the poly screen in there, as I say, and go from there. Then we can get the door card on, and that will be that side done. So yeah, we'll get cracking with that now. So we have the window in place now and bonded in. As you can see, just got it held in with some exhaust debus rubbers, just pushing against the front of the door because of the tiger seal that we put in there. So they're all bonded in. We bonded right around the side, and then again you can see it's all bonded in all along the outside. That'll stop the water ingress getting in on any wet track days. So yeah, that's that one in. We'll now get one of these door cards that we've got here, the carbon fibre door cards that you can see there. We'll get one of these put on this side as well. We'll probably rivet these in with a little bit of bonding behind just to stop any unwanted rattling, because track day cars can tend to be a little bit rattly. So if we can, we'll try and stop any of that off the door cards. So yeah, we'll get cracking with that now, and then we'll get onto the driver's side, and from there we'll look at the Cooler Works gear shifter. I think will be next on the list. Oh, in fact no, it won't. The next part will be to put the rev counter in. We'll get that mounted up just in the dash, just on the dash there, and pointing at the driver. So yeah, that'll be next on the list after that. So yeah, we'll get cracking with this door card now. So we are going to put a halt to the proceedings with regards to the door cards at the moment, because it would seem I have left my rivet gun in the race kit with the Porsche race car. So we will make a trip over to Screwfix over the road and go and get another rivet gun. In the meantime, we have decided to opt for double-sided tape on the back of the door cards instead of using a load of tiger seal. We'll put that around the back of the card, around on there itself, just around the edge, to stop the rattling effect on the door. And then what we'll do is we'll just put a few rivets, probably put 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom, and then 1 either side in the middle to hold that in place. And then we will get these carbon fibre door handles and we will put those on. We are thinking in the region of around about there. So yeah, we can drill through and put some either some rivets on there, or we'll put some nuts and bolts through it. Well, yeah, come to think of it, we won't put any nuts and bolts through that because we haven't got the riv gun either. That's in the race kit, which is a bit of a pain in the backside, but we'll work our way around it anyway, either way. So yeah, over to Screwfix we go and get a rivet gun and come back to it and crack on. Right guys, so that's the windows and door cards done on the Micra. So door cards are on the driver's side now, polycarbonate windows in, we've got the window slider in there as well. That was the one we had to put on after the window went in there. So next job on the list will be rev gauge on the dashboard. So we'll get on with that now. And then later on we'll get the car on the ramp, get the cooler work shifter in, the bump correction kit in there as well on the front. And what else do we have to do? Oh, drive shafts, uprated motorsport drive shafts as well. And then we shouldn't be far off then really. So yeah, it's all coming together nicely. Oh, engine mounts as well. Forgot, we've got a set of engine mounts to go in, and a set of anti-roll bar links to go in there as well. So we'll get cracking on with that now. Right then, so That's the rev counter all wired in and working on the Micra. In what seemed like an absolute eternity to do. It was a bit of a pain in the backside, to say the least. So we have one rev counter in the centre of the dash. So if we fire the car up now, as you can see, rev counter's working, see that where it should. Set at our rev limit to match on the dashboard as well. We also have lights. Which matches the dials at the bottom there, so it goes on and off as it should. Yeah, the car is hot, by the way, as well. I didn't just rev that from cold. We have had it running for a little bit of time, so it is warm. Just in case anyone worries that we've just revved the car up from cold. So yeah, that's that done. We'll get on with the engine mounts, bump correction kit, drive shafts, and the other little bits and bobs that we got going on. But yeah, that's everything done inside the car for now. The only other thing inside the car, actually, we've just got to put the Cooler Works shifter in, which we'll do when we're doing the rest of the bits left on the car. So yeah, that was a bit of a pain in the backside. I was getting different readings off different wires at the time of plumbing it in, which threw me off a little bit, but we got there in the end. So yeah, that's another job ticked off the list. We'll carry on and get the rest of it done now. There we have it, that's the first mount in. Now we'll get the car in the air and we'll get underneath and get the rest of the mounts put in there, and go on for the drive shafts and the correction kit to go in as well, and the gear shifter, we'll finish up on that. So we've got this mount to put in here, can't quite see, so we'll get some light on there in a moment, and then we've got one to go on the rear as well. Got the rear hard race mountings in the centre already, same with the front strut race. So yeah, we'll get these engine mounts in and get cracking with the job after that. So there we have it, guys. That's the engine mounts done on the Micra, as you can see. So we've got the front mounting polybush kit on there with the upper and lower bushes in. We have the gearbox mounting with the polybush in that as well, and then we've got up the top, which you can't see because the alternator's in the way, but the one at the top as well on the driver's side. So next up will be drive shafts and the bump correction kit to go in. So we'll get the arms out, get these old shafts out, and we'll get the new shafts in, and that kit fitted in there as well. Oh, and we've got a set of new anti-roll bar bushes to go in as well. The old ones obviously there. To be honest, the old ones are not in bad nick either, but yeah, we'll get those done, and then we're just down to the cooler work shifter, and yeah, that should be job done then. So we're just taking a look at the bump correction kit for the Micra. This kit's designed and built by the guys over at GizFab Motorsport, and to be fair, it looks a good robust kit, and it's pretty well engineered, which is to be expected. I know he uses all these things on his own time attack car, so yeah, if you wanted to go and have a look at that, or if you're after any parts for your Micra, go and give them a follow. I'll drop the link in the description below. So yeah, what we've got is the roll sensor adjustment kit, roll sensor correction kit, which is, you know, got a nice diagram on there, and instructions for removal and refitting. So we've got the cups, the bearing cups that go into the lower arms, and then you've got your pins and bushings that go from the lower arms to the hub assembly for the roll sensor correction kit. And then for the bump steer kit, again, instructions there, nice and simple, easy to work through, and then you've just got your basically your new track rod ends with your spacers and bushings there as well. So yeah, it's you know, impressed with that. It's a good kit, and we'll get it on the car now, and we'll adjust the geo afterwards just to make sure it's back where it needs to be. And yeah, hopefully Dave can give us some feedback on it too, as well as the guys over at GizFab, and that will be good information going forward for the future. See what differences it makes on the handling characteristics of the car. So yeah, we'll get that fitted now, and get the drive shaft done at the same time. Hello, welcome back. So yeah, we have now got the lower arms off the Micra, So we can put the correction kit in for the lower arm to get those bolted back in. We have the drive shafts out because we're putting the new drive shafts in at the same time. So we have the new Matt Humphries drive shafts there to go in, the strengthened shafts, and as you can see we've got the old shafts there. We have also drained the gearbox oil. We'll put some fresh oil in because it's due to go out on track, so it's just good to do the transmission fluid as well. Yeah, that's where we're at for now. So we'll carry on and get the arms all sorted. So what we've got to do on those, just come round to the bench area here. So lower suspension arms, these ball joints have got to come out of there. Once they're out, we can put the correction kit in for both of those. So both arms. We have got another set of anti-roll bar bushes to go in, poly bushes, but I think we'll keep those ones in and just advise Dave to keep hold of the other ones for now, because there isn't actually anything wrong with those that are in the car already. So might as well keep them in there, get the wear out of them, and have the others as a backup if need be. So yeah, we'll get cracking with the suspension arms now, and then get the drive shafts in. So we've just got the old ball joint out of the lower arm. So as you can see there, that is the old ball joint that originally went in there. So we've just got the bottom half of the roll centre correction kit into the actual arm. So that's in place. So what we'll do now is we'll put a little bit of Loctite on there just to make sure that that doesn't come loose on any track days. People that know or do track days or race know that cars tend to vibrate themselves loose, especially when they're having a bit of a hammering on track. So it's always good to put a little bit of Loctite on there just to prevent anything coming loose in the future. And then that will go nicely on there, obviously with the Loctite. So it's real nice and simple kit, easy to work with. And that will give you your rose joint for your ball joint effectively. So once that is in there, you then get a bush for the lower half, which is there, and your pin. So the bush goes over your pin goes in through the rose joint, sorry. Once that's in place, and then you have your spacer, which will go on top. That locks that into place, and that gives you effectively your ball joint. And then your hub goes over the top of that. Once your hub's on, you got your castle nut that goes on, and your split pin. So obviously castle nut there, that'll go on, split pin, and that'll be job done. So yeah, cracking little bit of kit. Really impressed with the design and the way it goes together. Mega simple and easy to do. So yeah, we'll get that finished off, and we'll do the same again for the other arm, and get it back in the car. Right, so we have the roll centre correction kit now in the Micra. As you can see, that's how that sits in there. New drive shafts are in as well. Adjusted all the caster bolts back to where they were originally. Obviously we'll check geo once we're finished. Just got to do the steering bump correction kit, which will be replacing the original track control arms, not track control arms, the tie rod ends, so we'll get those swapped over. Yeah, kit for the roll centre, pretty straightforward, nice and simple to get in. The only one thing we had an issue with is this side we could get the split pin through and locked in on the nut. The other side, the hole for the split pin to go through, as you can see there, is actually slightly off centre, so we couldn't get the split pin through all the way on that one. So what we've done is we've just put Loctite on that, and that should keep that from moving. So yeah, other than that, absolutely fantastic bit of kit, nice and straightforward to install. So yeah, we'll get on to the next bit now with the bump steer correction kit, and then get the gearbox filled back up of oil. Cooler works, gear shifter in place, and then yeah, we should be there or thereabouts for geo and get it going at the workshop. That's a wrap then, guys, on the Micra for now. All we've got left to do is the geo, which will get done on Tuesday morning when we're back in the workshop. As you can see, we have the cooler work shifter in and working, all in place and working as it should. Now you can see that there. Oh, light's gone. Yeah, so that's all in. Sorry about the light has decided to go, but yeah, cooler work shifter's in, that's all done. Oh, we also need to just chuck some gear oil in there as well, because the suppliers haven't got any in stock, so we'll get that sorted. Yeah, so that'll be that done and collected on Tuesday, and then we're over to the Cayman. That's on the ramp ready. That will be having the gearbox taken out and the replacement box putting in. Then we'll get it sent over to Neumeister on Wednesday at some point during the morning, so they can then program the gearbox, and hopefully we can get that out for a test while Matt's away on holiday, and it'll be all working and dandy. And then when Matt comes back, we have a race at Brands Hatch. Hopefully we can get down there and get that done as well. Obviously videos coming on the Megane soon. I've just got to finish doing the editing on that, so that will be the first episode on that. That's the can we build a race car for £5,000 or less. You may have seen a couple of the little prompt videos that we've had going on that so far. So yeah, we'll get some videos rolling on that. And then we also have now in the workshop this GTM, which I think would be fantastic with a Honda K swap engine in there. It's currently running the Rover K series, so I think a nice K swap in there with some TF or Elise rear hubs to get that mounted in there, and a few other bits and bobs. And it would also look pretty damn cool with some aero on there as well. Nice big front splitter, rear wing and diffuser. But again, just trying to tease Matt on that one, see if we can go that way with it. But we'll see what goes with that. But yeah, for now, have a good one, guys, and we'll speak to you soon. Hi guys, hello and welcome back to Cole's Auto Tech. It is Tuesday morning after the bank holiday. We have got the Micra on the ramp for doing the Geo. So we've got it on there, about to settle the Geo, and then hopefully that will be the last of the bits to do on the Micra, and then we can get this one off the workshop ramp and we'll get cracking on with this thing, i.e. the Porsche. We'll get the gearbox out of that today and the new one back in, ready to go up to Neumeister tomorrow morning for the gearbox to be calibrated and programmed into the car. So yeah, anyway, we'll get cracking with the Micra now. Gauges are all on, ready to go. Got Brooke in the car holding the steering wheel, not falling asleep. So yeah, we'll get this one done now and hopefully give it a test drive, and that will be that. Right then guys, so that's a wrap on the Micra. Geo's all done. We have secured the boot, stop it squealing a little bit. We're having a new fiberglass boot on there, so we've done that. But yeah, get it back to Dave now, and hopefully you can have a good track day with it. And fingers crossed that'll be that. So yeah, that's a wrap on that one. We'll get cracking with this one next. And yeah, bring some more content along the way. Cheers guys.